What are you watching?
What are you watching? Elodie, le film!
I settled into my cozy little corner at the Maui Seaside Hotel, Kahului, expecting a tranquil retreat from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. Little did I know, my heaven would turn into a living hell. As I began to unpack, I couldn't help but notice the drab, outdated decor that seemed to whisper tales of yesteryears. The room's quality was akin to a Motel 6, tiny, cramped, and utterly uninviting. I felt like I had stumbled into a time warp, and not in a charming, vintage way. The Wi-Fi, a basic amenity one would expect from any self-respecting establishment, was an exercise in futility. It simply didn't work. I tried to brush it off, thinking perhaps it was just a minor glitch, but as the hours ticked by, I realized it was a chronic issue. The staff, seemingly oblivious to the problem, offered nothing but half-hearted apologies and empty promises. It was as if they had become desensitized to the complaints, their empathy eroded by the constant barrage of dissatisfied customers. But, dear heavens, the noise. Oh, the incessant, soul-piercing noise. The door, a flimsy excuses for a barrier, allowed the cacophony of the outside world to seep in, unfiltered. I could hear the muffled conversations of my neighbors, the creaking of the ancient building, and the incessant beeping of some distant alarm. It was as if I had checked into a hostel, not a hotel. The constant din made me feel like I was living in a perpetual state of anxiety, my nerves frayed and raw. And then, there was the maintenance. Oh, the maintenance. They seemed to take great pleasure in disrupting my peace, loudly rummaging through the hallways at the ungodly hour of 4:30 a.m. It was as if they were intentionally trying to shatter any semblance of tranquility I had managed to scrounge up. The alarm, which would randomly go off at 2:30 a.m., was the final nail in the coffin. I felt like I was trapped in some twisted, sadistic experiment, designed to test the very limits of human endurance. But why, oh why, would they do this? It's simple, really. They didn't care. They didn't care about my sleep, my comfort, or my sanity. They didn't care because they were too busy lining their pockets with the hard-earned cash of unsuspecting tourists. They were too busy peddling false promises and broken dreams to worry about the actual human beings they were supposed to be serving. And don't even get me started on the staff. Oh, the staff. They were an affront to the very concept of customer service. Rude, dismissive, and utterly unhelpful, they seemed to take great pleasure in watching me squirm. When I politely requested a refund, citing the absolute chaos that had become my stay, they invoked the sacred mantra of policy like it was some sort of magical shield, protecting them from any semblance of accountability. But here's the thing, I'm not just talking about the Maui Seaside Hotel, Kahului. I'm talking about the entire system that allows such establishments to thrive. I'm talking about the inherent greed, the blatant disregard for human decency, and the callousness that seems to permeate every level of their organization. It's a culture that values profits over people, that sees customers as nothing more than walking, talking ATM machines. And that, my friends, is why I'll never set foot in the Maui Seaside Hotel, Kahului again. That's why I'll scream from the rooftops, warning anyone who will listen about the horrors that lurk within those crumbling walls. It's not just about a bad hotel experience, it's about standing up for what's right, for demanding better, and for refusing to be treated like dirt. So, dear friends, I ask you, have you ever had a similar experience? Have you ever felt like you were just a cog in a giant machine, a machine that doesn't care about your feelings, your comfort, or your dignity? Share your stories with me, and together, we can create a movement. A movement that demands accountability, that demands respect, and that demands a fair deal for consumers everywhere. And to the Maui Seaside Hotel, Kahului, I say this, you may have broken my heart, but you'll never break my spirit. I'll keep fighting, keep shouting, and keep exposing the truth, until you're held accountable for your actions. Okay, so I was, like, looking into stuff around the Maui Seaside Hotel in Kahului, you know? Just because. And it's kinda depressing, honestly. Businesses here, they seem to attract, well, not good people, mostly. Like, a lot of stores near the hotel, especially in places like the Queen Kaahumanu Center and even Walmart in Kahului. Can you believe Walmart? People are getting scammed with fake jewelry. It's always the same, these families, pretending they're from Dubai or Saudi Arabia, saying they got robbed and needing cash. Offering jewelry for, like, nothing. Honestly, who falls for that? But people do, you know? They feel bad, I guess. I bet the people who bought the fake jewelry were so embarrassed after they found out. Probably tried to return it, got laughed at, and then just threw it away. The scammers? They probably moved on to the next town, the next shopping center, finding more people near a Maui Seaside Hotel to take advantage of. It's just sad, isn't it? Like, what's the point? And then there's this other thing. Businesses around here, they're getting targeted by people who just pressure you. Like, really strong pressure, emotional stuff, trying to get you to give up cash or your information right there in the store. It's just awful. They probably pick out tourists near Maui Seaside Hotel because, well, we look like we have money, right? Easy targets. I bet those people, the ones who got tricked, they probably felt so violated, so angry. They'd probably report it to the police, but honestly, how much can the police do? The scammers are probably long gone, already working on someone else staying near the Maui Seaside Hotel, maybe. And you know what is so frustrating is that it's obvious, like why would someone offer something at a super cheap price? It just makes you not want to go shopping, you know? It makes you want to just stay in your room at the Maui Seaside Hotel and order takeout. But even then, who knows what could happen? It just sucks. Based on my analysis of businesses near Maui Seaside Hotel, Kahului, here's the comprehensive overview, analysis of negative reviews, businesses near Maui Seaside Hotel, Kahului, Chunk 1. This analysis focuses on the recurring themes and specific issues arising from negative reviews of 5 businesses located near the Maui Seaside Hotel in Kahului: Queen Kaahumanu Center, Hula Spa Maui, Mo'ono Hawaii, Wailuku Coffee Company, and Native Intelligence. Overall, the reviews paint a picture of a commercially focused area struggling with maintenance, customer service, and authenticity, with a concerning undercurrent of safety issues at the mall. Queen Kaahumanu Center, decline and safety concerns. The Queen Kaahumanu Center consistently receives the most damning reviews, overwhelmingly centered around a sense of neglect and decline. The mall is described as dumpy, empty, and showing no investment in the last decade. Specific complaints include poor maintenance, broken and out-of-order restrooms are a repeated issue, indicating a lack of basic upkeep. Carpet cleanliness is also mentioned negatively. Security and crime, the most alarming theme is related to safety. Several reviews detail vehicle break-ins, with a warning to tourists being specifically targeted, and a disturbing incident involving a murder within the mall grounds. A reviewer highlights that security seems ineffective at preventing theft. Limited retail options, the mall is described as having barely any shops, with only a few stores, Kohl's and GameStop, deemed worthwhile. General atmosphere, reviews describe the mall as a little like the hood and lacking cleanliness, with the presence of homeless individuals contributing to a negative atmosphere. Hula Spa Maui, mismatched pricing and poor facilities. Hula Spa Maui reviews center on a significant disconnect between price point and the actual experience offered. The spa is perceived as providing services at Four Seasons prices while delivering a shopping mall massage experience. Key issues include subpar facilities, the waiting area is described as basic and unattractive, Walmart-type drink pitchers, overtired outdoor furniture. Treatment rooms are also noted to be in disrepair, with abandoned equipment and leaking features. Service quality inconsistencies, while some reviewers noted the massage itself was satisfactory, others complained about rude masseuses and unprofessional behavior, arms dangling off the table, improper draping. Aggressive and unexpected fees, multiple reviews cite unauthorized or automatically added gratuities, 25%, with staff displaying a dismissive or even guilt-tripping attitude when questioned. Customer service issues, difficulty contacting the spa, unfulfilled gift cards, and unanswered emails/calls are recurring themes. Mo'ono Hawaii, rude service and quality concerns. Negative experiences at Mo'ono Hawaii largely revolve around poor customer service and inconsistencies in product quality. The most prominent issues are rude staff. Several reviewers highlight dismissive and belittling behavior from cashiers, particularly concerning mask mandates. Portion size/quality, complaints include small acai bowl portions, mostly fruit, minimal acai, stale ingredients, and being out of popular toppings. Order issues, problems with order accuracy, missing items, and dismissive responses to complaints were also mentioned. Lack of acknowledgement, reviewers felt ignored and unacknowledged when attempting to order. Wailuku Coffee Company, unprofessionalism and quality control. Wailuku Coffee Company receives consistent negative feedback regarding both service and product quality. Recurring issues include rude/unfriendly staff. Several reviewers describe staff as unfriendly, unhelpful, and even rude. Poor food quality, specific complaints detail stale bagels, poorly made sandwiches, missing bacon, improperly applied cream cheese, and a burned mocha. Hygiene concerns, a particularly alarming review describes finding spiders in a salad. Order inaccuracies, issues with order fulfillment, such as missing components, were also reported. Parking, limited parking negatively impacts customer experience. Native intelligence, pricing and authenticity concerns. While fewer reviews exist for native intelligence, they indicate a perceived issue of inflated pricing and a lack of genuine cultural connection. High prices, reviewers perceive the merchandise as prohibitively overpriced for non-Hawaiian customers. Poor customer service, several reviewers describe a complete lack of assistance from staff, a rude owner, and a generally unwelcoming atmosphere. Return policy, a strict, inflexible return policy, store credit only, tags must be intact, contributes to a negative experience. Lack of authentic analysis of negative reviews for businesses near Maui Seaside Hotel, Kahului, Chunk 2 halves. This analysis focuses on Bistro Casanova, an Italian restaurant near Maui Seaside Hotel, based on 10 negative reviews. The reviews highlight consistent issues with food quality, service, cleanliness, and perceived discrimination, painting a concerning picture of the dining experience. Key issues identified: 1. Poor food quality and inconsistency. Multiple reviewers criticized the food as bland, poorly prepared, or not matching menu descriptions. Undercooked pasta was served, chewy and still looked raw. Review number 1, rigatoni came as fettuccine and the whole dish tasted like burnt bacon. Review number 2, linguine with lobster had a runny, tasteless sauce. Review number 4, some dishes were described as overly salty. Review number 8, or lacking expected flavors. Review number 9, ingredients appeared low quality, with complaints about canned tasting sauces. Review number 8, and unblended anchovies. Review number 1. 2. Slow and indifferent service, long wait times for food and drinks, even when the restaurant wasn't busy. Reviews number 3, number 10, servers were unresponsive to complaints. Review number 1, or rarely checked on tables. Review number 10, one reviewer waited 40 minutes for drinks and nearly an hour for food despite low occupancy. Review number 10. 3. Cleanliness concerns, visible dust and unclean conditions were noted. Review number 1. A hostess initially tried seating guests near a smelly service area. Review number 8. 4. Hidden charges and billing issues, unexpected fees, such as $2 for balsamic vinegar. Review number 4, and $2.50 soda refills. Review number 1, automatic gratuity, 20%, was added without clear communication, and a server suggested tipping more on top. Review number 7, one guest was overcharged and only notified by their bank. Review number 10. 5. Perceived discrimination and poor guest treatment. A reviewer felt singled out based on nationality when seated at a less desirable table. Review number 5. Another guest was threatened with police involvement after forgetting their wallet, despite offering to pay later. Review number 7. Hostesses were inconsistent with seating, prioritizing walk-ins over reservations. Review number 5. Common patterns, inconsistent execution, food quality and service vary widely, leading to frustration. Lack of transparency, hidden fees and unclear policies erode trust. Indifferent staff, multiple reports of dismissive or unaccommodating service, rushed or neglected experience. Guests felt either hurried, review number 7, or ignored. Review number 6. Conclusion: Bistro Casanova's negative reviews reveal systemic issues in food preparation, service reliability, and guest relations. The recurring themes of poor food quality, slow service, hidden fees, and perceived discrimination suggest a need for operational improvements, better staff training, and clearer communication with customers. For travelers staying at Maui Seaside Hotel, this restaurant may not be a reliable dining option based on these consistent complaints. This analysis will be combined with other business reviews in the final report. This analysis covers all the businesses analyzed in the area and provides insights into what travelers can expect when staying near Maui Seaside Hotel, Kahului.